Kumari Jasmine, Speaker of the House, here with you to conduct assembly. I welcome you all to the Telangana monsoon session, and I hope this session will be fruitful. We begin today's assembly with oath. I call on Leader of the House, Honorable Mr. Sankeet, to swear his duties.
I, Sankeet, do solemnly swear that I will support, protect and defend the Constitution and Government of India and State Telangana.
I would like to invite Ms. Bhanu to affirm her responsibilities as Education Minister. I,
Bhanu, do solemnly affirm that I will support, protect and defend the Constitution and Government of India and State of Telangana.
I call on Member of the House, Ms. Jyotsna, to oath her duties as Health Minister.
That I am qualified to hold office under the Constitution of India and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Health Ministry and for the state of Telangana on which I am now about to enter. So help me God.
The monsoon session is a set to see condolence references, question answers and discussion of various bills. It has been established to promote activities of community service programs and advocate social or political changes. Our aim is to promote India among Indians. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Sanjeev, to address the House.
Now I'd like to talk about the future of Telangana. Microsoft will invest 15,000 crores in the next coming 15 years. We are also working on future projects like Vijayawada-Nagpur Expressway, Hyderabad-Mumbai Bullet Train and a super thermal power plant.
Now, I allot time to Honorable Home Minister, Ms. Monica, to explain the Telangana government policies on public safety.
Madam Speaker, the very foundation of our nation is based on the rule of law. The law is held to be supreme and most powerful. The executive or the legislative, no one is held above the law, laid down to the constitution of our country. While judiciary acts as the watchdog of the rule law, it is the police forces which are the guardian and orders in the society. It is the constitutional obligation to provide an impartial and efficient police services to the citizens. The Telangana government has taken various steps to safeguard and secure the lives of its citizens. The Telangana government has sanctioned an amount of 271 crores for the purchase of 4,433 vehicles which are distributed to Cyberabad and Hyderabad polices, out of which 3,883 vehicles are equipped with proper modern technology.
Now, I call on Member of Ruling Party, Mr. Lokesh Garu, IT Minister of Telangana, to explain the technology structure.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving this opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank the public because they are the main reason why I am standing here once again. Now, I would like to discuss about what we have done in the past 2 years. You see, in the past 2 years, we and our government developed a lot. And being in the IT ministry, I have done my responsibilities. Like we developed the IT industries and many projects. And recently, we brought TPAS scheme, a simple process of making of companies. Now, in this session, and Madam Speaker and the members of Assembly, I would like to introduce about my new scheme called Adaptation of Foreign Investors. Nowadays, many of the youngsters are unemployed. And you see, also decreased to 6.23% in the last 3 months. So by this adaptation of foreign investors, our youngsters will get employment, our GDP also increase, and it will be one of the part of development of Telangana. So Madam Speaker, finally I want to say that the budget will be nearly 25,000 crores for this scheme. So keeping all these points in your mind, I requesting you to pass this bill.
So Mr. Lokesh Garu, ఇప్పుడు మీరు పెడుతున్న స్కీమ్ కి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు 25% పెట్టిన స్కీమ్ కి తేడాలు ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా? మళ్ళీ అదే స్కీమ్ మళ్ళీ పెట్టి షో చేస్తున్నారు.
ఓకే, జయచంద్ర గారు ఆ పాయింట్ నేను సపోర్ట్ చేస్తాను. కానీ చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ఏదైతే తెచ్చారో అది 4 years కాంట్రాక్ట్ బేసిస్ మీద మాత్రమే నడిచింది. 4 years అవ్వగానే ఆ ఎంప్లాయర్స్ ఎక్కడికైనా వెళ్తారు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు మేము తెచ్చే స్కీమ్ ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళకి 12 years కంపల్సరీ జాబ్ ఉంటుందని గ్యారంటీ ఇచ్చి తెస్తున్నాం.
Now, I call on Honorable Health Minister, Ms. Jyotsna, to explain new health schemes and policies.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I would like to thank the public for electing our party as the representative of the House. Our government has stepped forward to implement many schemes for public. Health camps play a critical role in providing medical care and creating awareness about health issues in rural areas. While there are many reasons why health camps in rural areas are a necessity, the lack of access to healthcare facilities is one of the most significant factors. In rural areas, access to medical facilities and doctors are limited. This is mainly because of the lack of hospitals, clinics, and qualified medical professionals. As a result, people in rural areas often have to travel long distances to reach medical facilities. The cost of transportation and medical care can be expensive. To reduce these circumstances, medical camps are very useful. Additionally, a lack of awareness and education about healthcare can further make worse the problem.
For Madam Speaker, the medical camps are one-time event and they are not permanent. And in the particular rural areas, we already have hospitals. Then why the need of medical camp? I want to ask.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, the medical camps are not a one-time event. We are setting them for every 3 months. If that's the case, then poor people can't access to hospitals anytime in their life due to high expenses. Giving them aid at least for 3 months would be better thing to go for.
Now I allot time to Honorable Education Minister Ms. Bhanu to explain about Education Bill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I would like to thank the public for electing our party as a representative of the House. Our government has stepped forward to implement many schemes for public, as this scheme is very useful for the rural area students. Telangana government has launched Manavuru Manabadi scheme to strengthen the government school. A meeting of cabinet approved this program aimed at all-round development and creation of basic effective infrastructure in schools across the Telangana state, going by brand new furniture, including dual desks for the students, swanky classrooms with pictorial paintings, etc. Many would presume it be a cooperative or an international school. The state government flagship initiative for comprehensive development and strengthening the infrastructure in government school, formally it would be launched by our CM sir, has infused a new lease of life into government school. For this scheme, we would like to allot budget of 7,289 crores to benefit 19.84 lakhs.
ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ పెట్టి ఇన్ని అమినిటీస్ పెట్టి పెడుతున్నారు స్కూల్స్ isn't it going to strain on the budget? Isn't it, don't you have like enough so strain over the budget మీద, మీ స్టేట్ బడ్జెట్ మీద?
మీరు ఓన్లీ రెవెన్యూ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ అంటే ఏవైతే విలేజెస్ ఉంటాయో మీరు వాటి గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు తప్ప మారుమూల ప్రాంతాల గురించి ఎవరు ఆలోచిస్తారు?
నేను ఏమంటున్నాను, అన్ని విలేజెస్ కలిపి 10,000 విలేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ 10,909 విలేజెస్ ఇన్ టోటల్, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ ఆల్ విలేజెస్. నేను రెవెన్యూ మండల్స్ అనట్లే, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ ఆల్ విలేజెస్. దాంట్లో కలిపి 28,000 స్కూల్ ఎందుకు?
గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్స్ ఏవైతే రెవెన్యూ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అంటే మండల్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఇంకా వేరే మారుమూల ప్రాంతాలు కూడా ఉన్నాయి, వాటి గురించి ఆలోచించిన తప్ప మేము ఇది కట్టే బేసిక్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ దాంట్లో.
Now I allot time to Honorable Agriculture Minister Ms. Malika to explain about the schemes and importance of agriculture.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving this opportunity. The Department of Agriculture has been created mainly to provide agriculture extension services to farmers and to transfer the latest technical knowledge to the farming community. So that the Telangana government have introduced Raitu Bandhu scheme. It is an investment support to the livelihood of farmers in the state of Telangana. Under this scheme, farmers will get financial support twice a year. For this, a budget we are allotting rupees 12,000 crores. 12,000 crores. Telangana farmers will get financial assistance of rupees 8,000 per acre. Farmers will acquire this grant in 2 installments. Rupees 4,000 acre will be provided during Rabi season and remaining 4,000 will be granted during Kharif season. Farmers will use this financial assistance to purchase fertilizers, pesticides and etc. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Mr. Sujit Garu, please raise a point.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. As our Agriculture Minister said that Raitu Bandhu scheme is providing, it is only giving benefit to landowners, not for tenant farmers. And my second point is that as 82.6% of landowners are rich, wealthy, and they can do their own crop. They can వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ క్రాప్ ని గ్రో చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే ఇదే కేసు ఒకవేళ కంటిన్యూ అయిందనుకో సగం బడ్జెట్ మొత్తం వాళ్ళ మినిస్టర్స్ కి వెళ్తుంది. ఎలా అంటే సీఎం గారికి 14 acres ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, 14,000 acres ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, హోమ్ మినిస్టర్ కి 19,000 acres ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, ఫైనాన్స్ మినిస్టర్ కి 12,000 acres ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, ఐటీ మినిస్టర్ కి 12,000 acres ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, అగ్రికల్చర్ మినిస్టర్ కి 13 acres ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, 13,000 acres ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్, హెల్త్ మినిస్టర్ కి 11,000 acres ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంది. అలాగే మన ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మినిస్టర్
ఎకర్స్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ ఉందంటారు కదా, అది మీకెందుకు? మా నాన్న ఇచ్చిన మా తాతలు ఇచ్చి ఉండొచ్చు. మా
ఇవన్నీ 2018 తర్వాత వచ్చేస్తాయండి. 2018 తర్వాత వస్తాయి, 2019 పోతాయి, మళ్ళీ 2021 వస్తాయి. ఎలా అండి అలాగా?
మీ దగ్గర ప్రూఫ్స్ మీ పార్టీ అంతే.
వీళ్ళన్నట్టు వీళ్ళ తాతలు వీళ్ళ ముత్తాతలు ఇచ్చిన ఆస్తి కాదు అంతా ప్రజల నుంచి దొబ్బేసిన ఆస్తి.
దొబ్బేసా ఎవరైనా కంప్లైంట్ ఇచ్చారా? డూ యూ హావ్ ఎనీ ఎఫ్ఐఆర్ కాపీ?
ఎఫ్ఐఆర్ ఇస్తుంటే చంపాస్తున్నారు కదా, పోలీసు అందరూ మీ కింద పని చేయట్లేదా?
I request everyone to be seated. Honorable Agriculture Minister, speak further about this point.
Today I would like to speak about the financial statement of Telangana. Last year financial status is 3,15,117 crores. Nearly more than 2,20,664 we have spent on development of Telangana. So Madam Speaker, whatever our minister asked budget, I would like to grant it, but for that we do not have necessary amount. So Madam Speaker, that budget I would like to increase SGST on goods to collect more taxes. Thank you, Madam.
Mr. Rishit Garu, please raise a point.
May I know how much SGST you guys are increasing, and also why did the budget go wrong? I'm pretty sure you have an estimated budget in the beginning. Why did it go wrong?
I object, Madam Speaker. ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? అపోజిషన్ పార్టీ మూసుకుంటున్నారు.
అన్పార్లమెంటరీ లాంగ్వేజ్ గురించి మీరు మాట్లాడారు. మీరు ఎవరున్నారు కదా సీఎం గారు, ఏం మాట్లాడతారు? పబ్లిక్ ఏం మాట్లాడతారు?
మేము ఎలా మాట్లాడినా మా ఓట్లు మాకేసారు, మీకు ఇంకా వేయలేదు.
I would like to thank to all the honorable house leader and member of the house and from both ruling and opposition, because this session is very fruitful. I am also very happy and thankful to all Assembly Advisor Committee. Words are not enough to thank the constant guidance and support to shape the conference.